And an official welcome back. We are beginning chapter 7, forgive me, Into the Void. Vaylin has disappeared. Speak to Lana in the war room to see if you can find out where Vaylin is hiding and eventually follow her. Where she is hiding, I've already told you.
You should have left me on Natha.
You are my daughter. This is where you belong.
Do you know what they did to me there?
You needed discipline. You had to learn to control your power. The bond between us is growing stronger. You are glimpsing my memories.
Vaylin mentioned Natha. What is that?
Natha is a blighted, forgotten world, where the Force has been corrupted. I sent Vaylin there to condition her mind, and teach her obedience.
Sounds fun. I'm sure Vaylin loved it.
It wasn't safe to send her anywhere else. Unchecked, Vaylin was a threat to everything I had created, and to herself. Her power had to be contained.
If she was such a threat, you should have just killed her.
She was still my daughter. In her, I saw aspects of myself. I hoped she could become worthy of the throne. She failed me. Instead of focusing on the mistakes of my past, you should ask what this vision means for our future.
Tell me what you know, now.
She may have found a way to break her conditioning. If Vaylin unleashes her full power, even you may not be strong enough to stop her.
Still no word on where Vaylin's disappeared to.
Any chance she decided to give up on galactic conquest and retire to a quiet little colony on the Outer Rim?
I might know where she's gone. A planet called Natha.
Hang on. Someone sent an encrypted holocall to Vaylin during her little party. We traced the origin to that sector.
Why am I only hearing this now?
We traced hundreds of calls during Vaylin's party. This one didn't raise any flags. Until now.
I've heard stories of Natha. Legend holds that the Force itself has been corrupted there.
A legend to keep people away from the world. It won't work on me.
Roger that, Commander. I'll prep the shuttle. Meet me there when you're ready. Scans detect only one structure emitting signs of life.
This world is unnatural. Like the Force is hollow.
I felt it too.
The Force flows through every living thing, Theron. Even you.
Valen survived here when she was only a child. You can handle a little uneasiness.
Ignoring what we feel would be a mistake. It will only grow stronger as we approach the surface.
My power is limited here, but I will do what I can to shield you and your companions from the worst effects of the Void.
Taking us down.
Greetings, Empress. It has been far too long.
Where is Jerik?
Waiting for you in his lab. Do you remember the way?
Wait here.
I'll keep an eye on the shuttle. Call if you need me.
Lore update on Nathima. Welcome to a forceless world. Nathima is not a dead planet like Ziost is. It is just empty of energy, empty of force. That's why it looks so desolated and so empty. It's literally empty of life. If you want to learn more about Nathima, you have to read a couple of comic books and mostly read the Revan book. I can't remember when it was released, but it is exactly called Revan. And you're going to learn a lot more details about Nathima, about the ritual on Nathima that Vishyati performed. Vishyati, as we know him, Vulkk these days. You will learn what he did, how exactly he did it, and why. I will not spoil it for you. It's really, really worth to go through those things. A couple of answers. Yes, Vete was back already in chapter 14, or I can't remember really which chapter it was, from Fallen Empire. And Satil Shan still has a role to play in Eternal Throne. Just a little bit later, be patient. We will see her. First though, let's walk around on Nathima. Now, unfortunately, there isn't much to check out or research or learn here. All you have to do is just follow the damn path, because if you don't, you'll hit a dead end. Absolutely amazing atmosphere. Whoops, I kind of got distracted. And I wish this was a lore object clickable to learn what the hell is this. We finally see a dead creature. And this one has been dead for a while. Hey, look at that! Someone is alive already! Or still. I hope that you guys have had a chance to see the Betrayed trailer from a couple months ago enough times, because some of the scenes from Valen's so-called training, education program or torture were from Nathima. As well as Senia's attempt to break her out and escape with her, carrying her, if you remember that epic fight on a long bridge. If I'm not mistaken, this was also happening on Nathima. So as I've had a chance to show you already, pretty much none of the old missing companions have returned yet. And I can probably, spoiler alert, tell you that none of them are going to return. Instead, bigger spoiler alert, some of them may have to die. And I mean, not just because I hate them, but for different reasons. I won't spoil anymore, I promise. That's exactly the same word, yes. Natimo is the word Vishyati drained to make himself immortal.
It's worse here. The void, its hunger. It wants to devour me, mind and spirit. Annihilate every trace of my existence.
I'm not getting scared off by a bad feeling.
Of course. We've come too far to give up now.
The Void's draw is powerful, but it will also hide us from Valen's awareness.
Let's see if we can get these doors open.
A good thing you were not armed with such a weapon as a child. I fear none of my pets would have survived.
Why did your beasts attack me, Jerik? I am the Empress now, not a prisoner.
They respond to fear and hate. If you could learn to control your emotions, like your father, they would not trouble you.
I am not like Vulkorian. You told me you'd made a breakthrough.
Everything is prepared, Empress, in the main lab.
Okay, I'm ready. For anything.
I hope that many of you guys have seen the first episode from the third season of Star Wars Rebels, because this cutscene that we've just witnessed with the animals surrounding Vaelin was, I think, a direct reference to that. If you remember the scene with Kanan being surrounded by giant spiders there.
Take a breath.
And please allow me one more spoiler. I love this chapter also because we're going to learn a big, giant, interesting secret about Vulkorion's past near the end of it. That was the spoiler. This building is called the sanitarium. And if you'd like, this is yet another lore object that you will be able to find in the lore guide published. Since it's very late already today, I'll probably publish it tomorrow. And I will keep updating it with new lore objects as I find them.
Vulkorion has given me free reign over his child. Death is the only line I am forbidden to cross. Fortunately, he has provided numerous subjects to test my more radical experiments on first.
There is also a lore object, lore update on Jerik as well, but I'm not really sure where it was. Right, so we have to listen to the holo journals, 7 of them. I've already found the first one, and unfortunately I'm not certain where the rest were. I hope that I will be able to find them all, but if I fail, well, I'll do my best to find them all tomorrow and show them to you.
The beasts ripped a young man apart. He died screaming in front of Valen, but she made no move to help. Things are progressing well.
The methods they used to control her were harsh, but they worked.
Interesting. They wanted to curb her power without creating an aversion to horrific violence.
Alright, a close look around, just in case I missed the second update. No, I think I haven't. Continuing forward. Lovely, don't you think? That's a bug now, but we can overlook it. Come on, dude. Don't freeze like that. Oh, come on now.
Should feel better now.
I made Valen observe our dissections today. Showed her each twisted, broken corpse from every failed experiment. I let her see the damage caused by the implants and chemicals. Now she knows what lies ahead.
I really love the levels of destruction, the level of customly created detail here. Look at the environment. Really beautiful. Good job, BioWare. The planet outside was a little bit boring and stale, but inside, in here, wow. Was that the same one that I've just clicked? Damn it. Yes, it was. There is piece number 3.
Valen killed another keeper today. She must learn that defiance has consequences. Isolation, fear, pain. Sometimes the simplest tools are the most effective.
That theory of yours, my friend, is going to be revealed in 2 chapters. So stay around if you don't know, because the ending is really interesting. Damn it, I don't know how many times I've already said it through the walkthrough today. Well, it's really good. Meanwhile, quick update on Team of Zealots. We've already mentioned them. Well, you mentioned them in the chat about them and how they managed to survive and stuff.
Only go so
Okay,
far.
update.
But the last subject I brought to the chamber went mad and clawed his own eyes out. I must recalibrate the machines before I use them on Valen.
Alright, that was the 4th update. I'm supposed to go up, so let's clear this corner here. I'm not really sure if... Yes, there is an update here. The 5th update from this little holo journal.
I thought Valen would scream or cry, maybe even beg for mercy. But when the pain from the machines became too much to bear, she started laughing. A hideous, high-pitched cackle. The glorious sound of her spirit breaking.
2 more updates. I'm really hoping I'm not missing anything on the way.
Vulkk has given me free reign over his child. Death is the only line I am forbidden to cross. Fortunately, he has provided numerous subjects to test my more radical experiments on first.
And that should be number 6.
I have returned to Natha years after I once helped Valkorion tame his child. Now Valen wants me to undo her conditioning. Failure is not an option.
Cool. This is chapter 7. We are on Natima at the moment. And we've just found what we were looking for in order to open the next door. Now, was it jump down? I believe so. Yep, should be. Just desperately hoping I haven't missed the 7th update. Would be a shame if I do.
Sith, Jedi.
I can still feel the suffering of their final moments.
Valen will go to any length to break her conditioning.
The strong must break their chains, even if it means the weak must suffer.
But the question is, will you prove stronger than Valen if she breaks her mental bonds?
If this doesn't work...
If you are strong enough to survive the process, your bonds will be broken.
Have any of your lab rats survived so far?
None were as strong as you. Is something wrong, Empress?
No. Let's begin.
Valen! You have to stop her!
We're running out of time. Come on.
Continuing me with my own mission to explore more of the sanitarium. And I still have the bonus quest, which is awesome. Now let's roam a bit around, make sure that the last piece of information about Valen's past is not missed.
But the last subject I brought to the chamber went mad and clawed his own eyes out. I must recalibrate the machines before I use them on Valen.
Take a breath.
Valen hunted Senya to the shores of Ord Mantell. She eliminated her mother's knights. But let Senya live. Is this a sign of familial love? Or a predator toying with her prey? Only time will tell.
Should feel better now.
I wish there was a way to avoid fighting these, because previously in the chapter they've explained that if you don't fear those creatures, they would not respond aggressively to you. Just like the giant spiders from the first episode in Rebels. Although there is no direct connection whatsoever between this event and that event from the TV series. Hey, you almost killed me.
Take a breath.
I do like the Eternal Throne story much more than Fallen Empire. It's more meaningful and better and bigger differences between choices.
Wait! I am not your enemy!
I recognize you from the Holos. You're the one in charge of this place.
I am Jerik, a humble servant of the Eternal Throne who merely does what he is told.
At least you understand your purpose.
Despite my loyalty to those I serve, my research sometimes has unfortunate side effects. Valen, something went wrong. Her power is raging out of control. When it erupts, the entire asylum will be destroyed. We can survive this cataclysm, but we need to work together.
Our problem has solved itself. Call Theron to pick us up.
You'll never get out in time. I know a place will be safe, but I can't get there alone. I need someone to protect me along the way. Valen's power has driven the Keepers and Beasts mad. Hurry and stay close. It isn't far.
That is the lore update for Jerik, the guy who's tormenting and training Valen, actually. So, quick correction. When I said spiders a moment ago, I mean spiders from the Rebel TV series, because those are spiders. If they have another name, then I don't know it. I call them spiders. These here creatures, they're not Acleys, but well, they're kind of a form of Aclay, I suppose, because they do like an Aclay. And just by the way, if you allow me to tease you, Aclay is with a C. You've misspelled it. Ooh, no, debuff. No, I don't expect the Dreadmasters will ever return. Kefis might. I would love if Kefis returns. He's not exactly a Dreadmaster, even though he's directly connected to the Dreadmasters, more or less. Now, in case you've missed it, there is a medical service droid right here. Very conventional. Very convincing, I should say, sorry. By the way, you made me wonder now, what exactly were those spider-like creatures from Rebels?
What is this place?
The Immortal Emperor's vault. Inside, Valkorion stored artifacts even he feared were too powerful and dangerous to use.
I cannot protect you from what lies inside.
You're not my guardian, just a voice in my head that won't leave me alone.
No!
She's free. You must. Before.
I can't hear you. You're fading.
Was that Valkyrian?
Just his usual nonsense. I don't believe a word of it.
A wise course of action. Valkyrian only seeks to further his own cause.
The power surge overloaded the circuits. We're trapped.
I knew trusting you was a mistake. Now we're stuck inside an impregnable vault.
Would you rather be ripped apart by the energy blasts outside? Besides, there is a way out. The vault has a backup generator, if you can reach it. Valkyrian sealed deadly guardians in here to protect his treasures. After centuries of hibernation, I suspect they will be hungry.
Nothing's ever easy, is it?
All this truly is the best part of Chapter 7 here, right now, ahead of us. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in the previous appearance during that long cutscene, when Valkyrian disappeared, did you see how scared he was, the fear in his eyes when I was entering this vault? Wow. Let's uncover the secret in the vault. Oops. Clicking on the wrong thing. Oh, there we go.
Have you come to torment me again? No. I sense his presence, but it is faint, distant. You are not Tenebrae.
Valkyrian wouldn't have sealed you in his vault unless he had a reason.
Valkyrian despises me. I knew him as Tenebrae, but my low-born son has worn many masks. Initiate, Emperor of the Sith, Valkyrian. His name does not matter. I am Lord Dramath. 1,000 years ago, I ruled this planet when it was a vibrant world named Madrias.
I never thought of Valkyrian as having a father.
One of many offspring I sired. He was the least of my children, his mother a nameless peasant. But he murdered me, imprisoned my spirit, and turned Madrias into this.
You said this was once a lush and vibrant world. What happened?
He lured many Sith Lords here before consuming them in a dark ritual that wiped out all life on the planet.
He did something similar on Ziost.
His hunger for immortality must constantly be fed.
Is there a point to your ramblings?
I know Tenebrae's weakness. This holocron is not just my prison. It can destroy him once and for all.
Maybe I can turn the tables on Valkyrian. Imprison him inside the holocron. And harness his power.
He has taken steps to guard against capture, but this holocron is still the weapon he fears most. There will come a moment when Tenebrae is vulnerable. That is when you must strike. Until then, release me from my prison, keep the holocron close, and bide your time.
You know things about Valkyrian that could be useful. Maybe we should keep you around for a while.
I have given you the key to end my son's existence. There is no purpose to keeping me alive.
Lana's right. We need every available weapon to defeat Valkyrian, including you.
No, release me, I beg of you.
That explains Valkorian's behavior. He didn't want you snooping around in his vault.
Hold on to the holocron for now. Valkorian can't know we have it.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I told you this is going to be the best part of Chapter 7 and probably one of the best parts of the whole story. Everybody who has a little bit of knowledge about Revan, the book about Revan, and just in general about Vishyati's history, I hope that you all guys were excited to see and witness Lord Dramat's return. And of course, along with my other dark side decisions, I've kept him alive inside the holocrons for later usage. Whoops, sorry. That wrong click is not supposed to happen. Yet again, nothing special about this big guy. Except that you are allowed to interrupt whatever he's casting. But then again, he keeps casting it sooner than you are able to re-interrupt again. And I can only imagine that in hard mode this is going to be a little bit more hurtful. Ooh, stunned as well.
Jerik didn't make it. Pity. At least he was right about our escape route.
Did you find what you were looking for, Empress?
You tell me.
I have never seen such power.
I am no longer chained.
And what of your former prison?
Tell our ships to leave orbit. Soon, there will be nothing left on Nathama but dust and ash.
You need to haul jets, Commander. Power readings spiking. The whole place is about to blow. I'll pick you up outside.
How about the story then? What about the story? You've recently played through Fallen Empire, so you have a very fresh memory and should be able to compare the new one with the old one. Escape the sanitarium. Okay, long way ahead of us. And of course, I'm supposed to be inside, so I'm not allowed to use a mount.
Should feel better now.
Oh yeah, maybe quick check before I really escape out. There is nothing to learn from your trainer at level 70, or pretty much since level 65. Now, why exactly I don't have a sprint on? When did I manage to remove it, or what the hell happened? Maybe, yes, I kept forgetting that I actually have one more point available to spend, and where could I spend it? Maybe predation. It's a good boost to move around quicker. Damn, escape key doesn't work anymore to close the discipline window.
Take a breath.
At the evac location, Commander, just waiting on you.
Take a breath.
That place is about to come crashing down. Get out of there!
I've got you.
I made Valen observe our dissections today. Showed her each twisted...
That's where my
broken
sensors. You're
corpse
close. You
from
can make it.
every failed experiment. I let her see the damage caused by the implants and chemicals. Now she knows what lies ahead.
Get in! You do love to cut it close, don't you?
Valen has broken her bonds. Now she will be stronger than ever.
She'll still die when I run my lightsaber through her.
I hope you get that chance. Did you discover anything significant inside my vault?
Are you scared? You should be.
Your mind games are nothing to me, Outlander. But do not lose focus on what matters. Valen must be stopped.
That's only step one. Step two is getting you out of my head.
Be careful what you wish for, lest you get it.
Valen's long gone. What happened down there?
The Empress broke free from her conditioning. Now she's more dangerous than ever.
Then we must act quickly. What is our next move, Commander?
That's why we need to strike now. As soon as we reach Odessa, we launch a counterattack.
I was hoping for a bit of R&R after this mission, but you're the one calling the shots. Setting a course for... Call coming in.
Commander, do you copy? Odessa is under attack.
This was the opening cutscene for the 8th chapter of the story. I just want to say a couple of words about chapter 7 and what we've witnessed on Nathema. Very full of lore, especially if you do the bonus quest, the side missions where you listen to Jerik and his experiments and what he calls training or teaching to Vaylin. Nathema reveals so much more than initially what I thought when I heard that we're going to witness and visit Nathema, because there is an attachment to Vulkkorion's past with Darth Dramat. Holy crap. There is a history lesson about Vaylin's childhood. There are attachments and direct references to what we've seen in the Betrayed trailer, which is the opening trailer for this expansion. By far, Chapter 7 is my favorite one. Chapter 8, End Times, is going to be full packed with action and extremely fun. In the end of Chapter 8, spoiler alert, there is going to be someone else dying. Who, why, and how? We can learn in about an hour when the chapter will be finished. Stay around, guys. If you managed to survive so far, or if you've just joined but you don't mind spoiling the end of the story for yourself, it's absolutely worth it, and I think you will like it. Also, if you're planning to do the light side version, I'm doing it tomorrow if you want to watch it. But if you're planning to do it yourself, then stay around and watch. This is the story mode version. Full dark side decisions all the time, everywhere. Now, we're taking a short break. If you're wondering what the hell is this, it's actually my quest reward. Nothing really interesting or important. I will talk about the command crates, the rewards, the ranking ups, the leveling ups, the special tokens that I've just earned, and everything else in a separate video. So save your questions or your opinions about the damned RNG system introduced with this patch for later on. Today we're focusing on the story. As expected, and it's been happening all night tonight, it's actually 25 minutes past midnight for me, if you don't know. I'm taking a short break, maybe 5 minutes, let's say, and we'll be back for Chapter 8. Don't go too far or don't stay too long away, because you're going to miss an awesome chapter. Yes, 8 and 9 are good chapters, specifically 8 because of the action, 9 because of the final resolution and the final ending to all of the story. Yes, we do have an ending. Happy 5.0 to you too as well. Okay, short break, and come back in just 5 minutes or less.